What's up, everybody? So in this video, we're going to be talking about what happens or what you should do when you don't have a credit score when you log into your credit profile. So this is more common amongst those that have just figured out that, hey, maybe I should take my credit serious because I need a house, I need a car, or I need lending. So whatever it may be. Usually this is a common problem amongst those that are just entering into the credit space. Or maybe you just, you've been aware of credit, or you just kind of put it off, you've been ignoring it, and you haven't kept it as a priority for yourself, which either way, it's fine. It's not a big deal. This is actually a very easy fix. So at first, it's important to identify that we have two credit bureaus here in Canada. I've said this a million times, Equifax and TransUnion. You need access to both of these platforms. If you don't want to pay because both of these platforms are paid platforms, then there are free platforms that you can use, which is Borrowwell for Equifax and Credit Karma for TransUnion. The price you will have to pay is that you're going to be marketed credit cards, which is not a crazy price. So once you have access to both credit reports, you then can log into those platforms. And if you don't have a credit score, it will tell you. It either will show you a 0 or it'll just say we cannot provide you with a credit score. Or I'm paraphrasing here. It may say something along those lines. Either way, it's not a big deal. You just need a credit card. Okay, so you most likely have what's called a thin credit profile, which again, it is common. A lot of people live life without having credit cards, and people think that they don't need credit cards or they don't need credit until they actually need credit. And that most commonly happens when they don't have the cash to pay for a car up front, or I mean, as we know in Canada, housing is extremely expensive, so you need to finance or you need to get a mortgage. So the first thing you want to do is just to get yourself a secure credit card. You can get a secure credit card if you have a great relationship with the bank and you've never used credit before, then you may be okay to go ahead and get an unsecured credit card, right? So the difference between an unsecured credit card and a secure credit card is that with a secure credit card, you would be placing a deposit down and that would be the balance. So whatever you place down as a deposit, that would be your balance. Capital One, Neo, they do provide secure credit cards. If you live outside of Quebec, Home Trust also offers secure credit cards, but I highly recommend you do research into those platforms and you see what works best for yourself. Now, again, on my other example, if you have a great relationship with a bank and you've never used credit before, you may be okay to go ahead and get an unsecured credit card, meaning you don't have to place a deposit down, which is always a win. Usually when you get that first credit card, depending on your income, you'll start anywhere between a $1,000 limit to 5K. And a lot of this is going to be based off of your income. If you're above 60K a year, you may be leaning more towards that 3 to 5K limit. But if you fall below, let's say 50K, then you're probably going to be anywhere between a $1,000 to $2,000 limit. But these things change all the time, so don't quote me. I'm just going off of what I've experienced amongst with myself or with my clients that I work with. So you're going to want to keep this credit card reporting for at least 2 months onto your credit report. So once you get the credit card, you activate the credit card. Okay, that's the most important thing. And you keep that card for 2 months and you're responsible with it, obviously. So you get off to a great start. Then you're going to want to log back into both Equifax and to TransUnion, and you should have a score there. Okay, this is usually the end. That's usually where you fix the problem and you have your credit score now. You can go on with your life. But a lot of times, clients that I've worked with and other individuals that I've talked to, even after they got to this point, let's say TransUnion may have given them a score, but Equifax is still missing a lot of information, or they don't have a score at all. If you run into this issue, then you need to contact the credit bureau. Okay, so both Equifax and TransUnion can be contacted. The fastest way, especially for this issue, because it's not like we're disputing a collection account off of our credit report, we're just trying to make sure our credit score is reporting. The fastest thing to do is just to give them a call, let them know your situation, let them know what's going on. They'll submit a ticket for you and then they'll resolve the issue. Another problem that I have commonly seen is that a lot of times we create duplicate accounts. So you may have created an account back when you were 18 and you forgot about it, and now you're 35 and you're trying to be an adult, and you forgot that you made this account a long time ago. And so you create a duplicate account, which causes issues with you actually being able to have accurate reporting onto your credit report, okay? Which in that case, again, Equifax or TransUnion, if you contact them, you call them, they're able to fix this information. The last scenario is if you are let's say, for example, this actually happens a lot more than people think, if you're a twin, so if you have a sibling with the same name, a similar name, or if you're a junior, the third, or a senior, information can get crossed up, mixed up, and then you could actually end up not having a credit score or just having a bunch of accounts that don't belong to you. And then the last thing is there's people out there that have same name. So they may have the same name as you, right? So how many people do you know that have the same exact name? That could lead to you having similar information. Then a lot of times I see that the credit bureaus may not have your SIN, or they get someone else's SIN reporting over to your credit report, which would really cause a big issue. It can be a battle depending on what your situation is, but the easiest thing to do is to simply call the credit bureau if you are facing this issue, get them to resolve and fix that issue. If you need to escalate things, you can always send dispute letters, registered mail. That way you have paper trail showing that you've submitted those disputes. But this usually isn't a very difficult thing to fix. I say the resolution timeline on this is anywhere between 3 to 4 months, but this shouldn't be anything that takes extremely long. In most situations, it's just that the person didn't have a credit card reporting on their credit report, right? And so a lot of people find out that, like, for example, Coho, their credit cards don't report over to TransUnion, but they report to Equifax, right? So that could also be an issue. So it's really just a matter of getting a credit card that reports to both credit bureaus, making sure you're making on-time payments, and then just double checking, logging in every now and then, and making sure that account is actually up to date and reporting onto your credit report. If you have any questions about your credit score not reporting properly, or accounts that aren't reporting properly, then you can leave a comment in the comment section. I'd be more than happy to answer those. It may give me more ideas for more videos, or if you have a more unique situation, you're dealing with collection companies, you're trying to rehabilitate from a consumer proposal, then you can actually send me an email at info@kennyjohnsonuniversity.com. Me and my team will be more than happy to assist you, help you, and help you rebuild your credit. Until next time, take care.